General Douglas Haig launched a major offensive near Ypres, Belgium, in the summer of 1917. The commander-in-chief of the British Expeditionary Force predicted a quick victory without significant losses. He was wrong. Heavy rains and the heavy bombardment of millions of shells turned the battlefield to mud that swallowed up whole regiments and their equipment. The Brits enlisted the aid of Canadian troops for the offensive. Lieutenant General Sir Arthur Currie, commander of the Canadian Corps, said the timing wasn't right and the muddy landscape wasn't worth fighting over. "Let the Germans have it," he said. "It isn't worth a drop of blood." He predicted victory, but at the cost of 16,000 of his men. He was right on both counts.
October 1917 saw the Canadians moving again to Ypres, this time to Passchendaele.
The Battle of Passchendaele would turn out to be one of the bloodiest in history. The rains continued, and those who weren't killed by falling shells or sniper fire had to contend with the mud. There were shortages of water and supplies, the men were cold, and it was impossible to stay dry. The stench of the dead rotting in the mud was overpowering. Arthur Joseph Lapointe of the 22nd Regiment described the scene. "It was as if life could never return to these killing fields," he said. "Everywhere I looked, all I could see was corpses covered in a shroud of mud." The offensive finally stopped on November 12th. Currie's prediction was eerily accurate. There were 15,654 Canadian casualties. Haig had lost 275,000 infantrymen in an operation that gained 5 kilometers of mud. British Prime Minister David Lloyd George wrote that Passchendaele would count among the greatest, most difficult, most sinister, most futile, and bloodiest battles ever fought in the entire history of warfare. Winston Churchill was blunter. "This adventure," he said, "was a pathetic and unprecedented waste of bravery and human life." The Canadians had achieved the impossible, but it came at an awful price.